Libra, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 8th to the 14th of April. Yes, there is an eclipse on Monday, if you haven't heard about it. There's a lot of hoo-ha going on around about it, and I will be having, you should have a video coming out today on the Cymatic TV, all about the energy of the eclipse. It will put things into context. It's also provoking, as far as I can tell, in the following week, going from the 14th onwards, this spiritual awakening, which I was talking about on the collective reading. And if you haven't seen that, you'll find that on our channel, along with your monthly reading as well. And I think this week here all the readings have been very strange, interesting, very interesting, strange, not necessarily bad, but very, interesting. So let's see what's going on for you in this weekly reading here. Overall energies here. Karmic path on your relationship side, karmic path on your financial side, influence on the universe, influence on your past self, influence on your future self, and the general outcome. Okay? So, excuse me. So let's just see what's going on for you. Overall energies, the devil. I think the universe, or the overall energies, and this is not the universal energy, this is the immediate environment around you, is provoking a lot of possibilities. And some of them are duds. Some of them are not the paths that you need to be going down. But at the same time, it's providing a lot of fine detail for you, which will give you the heads up on the path that you should be following. And I almost feel like the overall energy is asking you to get a bit more obsessive about your path, about where you're going, what you're doing, your career path and your relationship path as well. It's almost being a little bit, you've got to be a little bit, not obsessive on people, but obsessive about getting what you want out of life. On your karmic path here, this is what I'm talking about. There's lots of little pathways that have been offered to you. And I think on your karmic path here, I don't think this is a bad card at all, right? I think it's like your own disappointments of the past is going to free yourself up so you can unite yourself going forward. And it could have something to do with the devil card as well, with the overall energy, where you're noticing here that there is there is a person, or there is someone around you that you need to invest in. Not invest in, but engage in your relationship. And not look to the past, because that will only shut you down and make you fearful of the future. You've got to look to the future here and build a future that corresponds to you. And that's what I said with the overall energy, with the devil card as well. And the universe is helping you out here. I think the overall energy, God or the spirit, is really helping you out here. With an Ace of Pentacles coming in, there's a big offering for you to change your world in a very physical sense. And I think the change is the way in which you engage in it now, and let go of that fear of the past. If you concentrate on the fear of the past, you're probably going to live it again. Do you want to live it again? No, I don't think you do. It's now time to let go of it and embrace your future, owning your future. Yeah, I think looking at your readings over the past sort of month or so, I think there's been a big metamorphosis within you. I'm getting confused between, I was not confused, but mixing that up in metaphysical. And it is, I think you've strengthened yourself. You have the strength within you. You have a possibility to sit within your power, because you know you from your past. And sitting within that power will allow you to seize that opportunity that energy is bringing into you, into your life. but you've just got to put one foot in front of the other and start working towards it. Yeah, look at this. The future, if you walk towards those 2 cups there, and then you go across that bridge and then to that new town, those 3 cups that are spent there is going to be replaced. And this is why I think you need to be a little bit obsessive about your happiness, about your what you wish to live in your life. And you've got to go after it. Yeah, there's going to be obstacles in the way. If there wasn't, it'd be very boring. I guarantee it. But you'll get through that. You'll get round them. You'll get over that. You've got that strength. You've got that capacity to do that. And the universe is certainly offering you a great opportunity with that Ace of Pentacles there, with the Ace of Wands that comes out at the top. That is what the universe is bringing in this very physical opportunity for you, which is out with the old and in with the new, which is all about that. And I would embrace it if I was you, Libra. I would really, really embrace it. The more you embrace it, the better it's going to be in a way. And it's knowing you will avoid any, dead end pathways and allow you to concentrate on the smaller, finer detail, which you love doing of the situation. And that will be, then you can then really get obsessive about manifesting what you wish to live in the future. On your financial side, well, you get the moon on your karmic path. I think this is a case here that manifesting what you wish to live, you've got to dig deep here, I think. And it's on your karmic path here this week here, is to get the nose to the grindstone. That's what I think here. And as you do, it's going to provide or produce in you or provoke in you a lot of things that maybe you didn't have, you didn't know what that existed in you. You didn't know you had that in you. And it's bringing a lot of things to the surface. It's on your karmic path to bring things to the surface. And I think good attributes to you, good resources. It's provoking that within your life. The universe is also sort of saying, own it. This is about getting the nose to the grindstone, controlling your physical environment. I think the universe is helping you out here. And in order to do that, you need to reveal hidden talents within you. Hidden talents within you, yeah. That's what I'm getting off of this. And doing that, the universe is kind of sort of saying, if you investigate that and start applying that and putting in, in the effort to get to where you want to be, I think the universe will create this scenario where you are the emperor of your destination. You have a greater control over your environment, and you will be sitting in your power really more than anything else. You will have control over where you're going and how much money you win and everything like that. From your past to your future, you have the Five of Swords. A lot of people have been getting the Five of Swords, also the Four of Pentacles, also the Seven of Swords. And your past here, I think you've walked away from a lot of internal conflicts, internal conflicts in the sense of sort of saying, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't do this. I think you've got over that. I think you've got past that. And now you've got past that, it becomes a strength for you, because it's going to stop you being curtailed off into pathways that are dead ends. And that's where you've got to use that thing from the past, use that understanding in the past of that internal conflict, or, conflicts with other people that you might have won, but, did you really gain anything out of it? Probably not. And this is going to stop you getting involved in things that are just going to waste your time. And your future is to free yourself up. You have an amazing Libra, you have an amazing mental agility. You know, if mental gymnastics was an Olympic sport, you'd be winning gold every day of the week. But this gymnastics could tie you up in knots sometimes, emotionally. And I think here is now you're starting to free yourself because you're allowing certain aspects to come to the surface. So you're allowing your, you know, learning something new and kind of going, oh, you know what? I didn't realize I could do that. And that's what's going to free you up, that sort of thing. Learning a new sort of skill, or you know, bringing to the surface things that you did, tapping into things that you just didn't realize you had within you. And you get the Page of Swords. A lot of swords going on your financial side. There is no doubt about it. You've got two major arcanas and the rest of the swords. It is very mental. And this is where I think you're digging deep within you. You've got to start using your mental huge capacity which you have to start providing or converting a lot of your ideas into reality. That is sometimes difficult for Libra because you have enormous amount of ideas, you know, abundance of ideas, and you know, you may find yourself in a situation that you have too many ideas and actually do nothing. And I think that is what is changing within you at the moment. That's what's changing in your life in regards to your finances and stuff like that, because you're bringing it like a talent that you didn't know you had to the surface. Good week. And this sort of, as I said, this is a precursor to this spiritual awakening that's going to be happening, you know, where it seems to be knowledge that comes to the surface, or an understanding that comes to the surface, or information that comes to the surface that you know, just takes the wall off the eyes of everyone so everyone can see clearly. And it seems to be happening here. Let's see what's going on with you. You get the Seven of Swords. Did I say the Seven of Swords earlier on? Certainly, I think I did. Everyone seems to be getting it. This is the overall energy here is making you a lot smarter. It's shortcutting a lot of things so you don't waste your time on things that were dead end things in the past. And you might have found that disappointment within your relationship side, that you tried something and it didn't work, and you tried something and it didn't work, and you know, tried another relationship and it didn't work, you know, and now you're realizing that actually you've been distracted by certain aspects of the other person. And it could be, let's say, let's just take an extreme case, it's a multi-millionaire and you're distracted by the amount of money they have, and actually you're going, do you know what, they may have lots of money, but I don't think I'm in love with them, you know, and you got wooed off your feet, as it were. But this is now here is where you're really starting to own your pathway. Look at this. Out of the Five of Cups there, if you go towards that Two of Cups there, right, that is the ultimate outcome. This is what's driving your force. And this is what's coming through here. This is all tied into it. A very physically passionate connection with someone, which is driven by you looking or provoking or creating your happiness in your life. Saying, I'm not going to go back to that. I want to go forward to, you know, to love. And that's where you've got to put your nose to the grindstone and really start applying yourself in a way. And look at that. It's just getting better and better, Libra. You know, the universe here is really, if you go after your happiness, the universe here is sort of saying, the gift we give you is the dream connection with life. The universe has really got your back here, Libra, in a really, really beautiful way. In a really, really beautiful way. With the King of Wands, yeah, I think this is my card of distillation. So taking a scenario, those 3 of cups there that went all wrong, right? But don't worry, because it's going to be replaced by the 3 of cups in the future. In the past, you've taken those 3 of cups and you've distilled it into 1 cup, the Ace of Cups. And this is very empowering to you. You know that you can get the good stuff. You know that you have a great thing to offer someone else and they have a great thing to offer you. And it will help you to lead a dream life. The general outcome, you get the High Priestess with the 3 of Cups. This is not the general outcome, sorry. This is your future self, sorry. And the future self is bringing you into a new connection with different people. And it could be a different connection with existing people. But it's a very joyous thing, and it's helping you to see clearly how you can manifest the ultimate dream. And I think this week here is helping you to see your future a lot clearer within you and your connections to people that are around you in a very sociable sense, and also in a loving sense, but in a very sociable sense. Love is in the air. There is a big offering coming in, and there's no doubt about it. We saw it as well from the universe there. The general outcome of this week is this new passion, out with the old and in with the new, out with the old way of thinking and in with the new. That is the new, right? And it's either you are offering your love to someone else or someone else is offering a love to you. There's a lot of communication involved here. There's a lot of understanding. There's a lot of gifts involved as well. You're gifting the other person with you as much as they are gifting themselves to you. And I think it's really, really beautiful. And it creates for a very fertile relationship, that you can really explore every avenue in life of your happiness. But there's work to be done. There's an attitude, or there's a way in which you provoke it, which is going to be defining for you. On your financial side, on your karmic path, with the moon, you get the 6 of Wands. This hidden talent that is within you is going to breed enormous amount of success. But I don't think you might even know that you've got this talent, but you have never tapped into it. And here is sort of saying here, now is the time to start tapping into those resources. It is within your karmic path. You've got to start tapping into those resources. And once you do, and you start owning it and you step into your power, that's when you get the 3 of Pentacles, where your excellence, or your good work, your quality work, is being recognized by people that are around you. And that's what the universe is trying to help you do when you stand in your power and recognize the good quality work that is coming to the surface. And you're going to get recognition from this. And it is in your karmic path to get recognition, to get success out of this, to win. Is going to be recognized by the people around you. But it's also at the same time, the universe is going to bring in people that match your excellence and really help you out to get you forward on your business, on your project, on your career path, whatever you're trying to do in your life in the material world. With the 5 of Swords, you get the Page of Swords. Is that the Page of Swords? No, Page of Wands, sorry. I apologise. Because you've got the Page of Swords at the top. That's probably why. Page of Wands. You're very passionate about life, and I know you like it. I know you like things to be just. That, fair, as it were. That there's a fair exchange, that people shouldn't, or life shouldn't really be unfair to you. And I don't think naturally life is. But I do believe within the financial world, it is incredibly unfair. The tables are rigged on the material side of life. And this rigging, I think you now know how to play with that. You know how to play with the rules that you may find unjust, but it's allowing your passions actually to free you up. Yeah, look at that. This is what egging you on as well. Freeing yourself up, as I told you. Not tying yourself into mental knots. Death and rebirth. The death of one way of doing things and the rebirthing of something completely new. And that rebirthing is going to set you free. And what it's going to do is going to set you free and provoke that within your karmic path. And once you start seeing, I think you're going to realize that you would have learned that here. And you've learned that through your past. Yeah? Through the Five of Swords and the Page of Wands, you've learnt that in your past in regards to your future. You've got a lot of ideas, and now it's how do you convert them into reality? Choice. Everybody seems to be getting a hard choice here. The Two of Swords has come out for a majority of people. It's been very impressive. Through this understanding, it does provoke choices within you. It provokes choices within everybody. When we understand something, kind of go, oh, I understand that now. So in that case, how do I do, what do I do? Do I do this or do I do that? And you can start applying it into your life. And you can apply those understandings in your life to make decisions about going forward. And I think they become blatantly obvious. It's like when you walk through a forest, right? When you go through on the west coast of France, there's a lot of pine forests, and they're all planted in straight lines. And there's pathways that go through them. But once you come to a crossing point, right? If you stop on the crossing point and turn around, you forget because everything looks the same. It's very easy to lose your direction. So here, I think here is you being a leader by knowing your pathway. Then it becomes, these choices just become evident for you, and you should be crossing over. Once you've crossed over that point, then you can look. Or you stop beforehand and look beforehand. But whatever it is, the decision needs to be made quite quickly, and you just need to be heading off down your path, because that's what you want to provoke, really, with that, and bring it into alignment with who you are. There you go, Libra. Interesting reading, as I've said at the beginning. Very interesting reading. There's also all the stuff that we do over on Somatic TV with the eclipse and everything like that. So you can go and see what's going on there. I hope you get the best out of these readings as well. I hope they help you out. Yeah, and I thank you for appreciate all the support you give to this channel. Either I see you over on Somatic TV, either I see you here, whichever way it is. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.